This year in SimAUD, it's the 10th anniversary, so we're celebrating a long heritage of simulation in architecture and urban design.
What is new at SimAUD 2019? It's a good structure because we have the topical sessions.
Everyone here wants to help one another, and so there's a great environment for critique and feedback and the opportunity for collaboration.
The network here, I feel it like a family. So for me, this has really helped me a lot to develop myself.
What's extremely interesting about the community at SimAUD is that it's quite diverse in backgrounds. So you have architects, engineers, computation designers, environmental performance specialists.
What's happening that's new is that there's more and more movement towards things that actually simulate. So it's basically using things like drones or surrogate modeling, things that can make the process of simulation much faster, much more integrated between the cyber and physical, basically.
SimAUD really focuses on different aspects of sustainability or energy efficiency.
If we're going to have sustainability, we really need to automate as much as possible, which means encoding the expertise from a highly multidisciplinary group of people into one system that can help the design community understand these trade-offs and ultimately develop design intuition about how to make things better.
I think that the biggest challenge is to see how we can integrate building scales, so simulations in building scales with urban scales and most importantly environmental or planetary scales.
Simulation is a way of kind of making more precise the ideas that we have about the environment. It's a way of kind of casting the notions we think about how buildings work.
I think that connection in which we don't look at buildings by themselves anymore is something that is already occupying a lot of research in the field. And in a conference like SimAUD, which is trying to marry practice and research, it's very important that we start addressing it.
Because of design computing, because of computing tools and simulation, we can actually make informed design decisions and maybe even better predictions about complex systems such as cities, or building-to-building relationships, or even human-to-building relationships.
But one of the main reasons why we do buildings and city is for serving people and start to simulate what people like, what people want, and how that will affect how people emotion and mood is probably the next frontier of modeling.
I think that the human factor within a simulation and the intuitive knowledge and a phenomena that we're looking at through simulation is really critical to overlaps.
I actually think that this community has provided a platform from which we can actually reach out to other disciplines and start talking robustly about the interface of, say, architecture and applied geography, or geography in general, or architecture and urban ecology. We need to use this platform and leverage this platform to show our modeling practices, but also to explore the handshakes between our modeling practices and other disciplines' modeling practices.
The critical topics that SimAUD will be addressing in the next few years have to do with mitigation of climate change, where we're using simulation models to prove more and more that this is the biggest threat in human history, and that we have these capabilities and tools that can tell us the effect of design decisions on the climate and our future on this earth. And so in the next decade or so, we're going to continue to develop impact through using simulation models and tools that are faster, more reliable, and are telling us where to go to mitigate the biggest threat in human history, which is climate change.
I can say that this community has personally impacted my life, professionally impacted my life, and created a community that I can trust and that I go to and that I've built a lot of really strong collaborations with.
I like the size of SimAUD. I like that everybody sees every presentation, because then you can carry the conversations also outside.
So one word that SimAUD means to me would be community.
Progress.
Cutting edge.
Conversion.
People.
Rigor, not rigor mortis.
In one word, oh my God, integration.
Synergy. Bringing everything together.
SimAUD means to me family.
It means kind of a mellow intensity.
It means sharing.
One word, intelligent community. 2 words.
I'm really proud to be here, and I feel that everybody should come and should enjoy this experience because it's really, really rewarding.
Well, I think that it's interesting to address that it's a conference that has lived already 10 years. It's at a point that is reconsidering what's going to be moving further. and I think we're all very excited about it. We're already doing experiments and simulation efforts and games going throughout the conference, and we are trying to become something else than just a paper presentation conference. And it's all very exciting. Like, celebrate 10 years, get very excited about the next step.